Do you like what you see? Then click the subscribe button so you can stay tuned with the most up-to-date Dangerous Thing videos. Hey guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new episode of Boom Beach. As you can already tell from the title of this video, in this episode we're going to be looking at multiple things, such as the task force operations and combinations of coolest troops and heroes that you can ever think about, and some of the most difficult combinations as well. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and check out my heroes. So right now, my Sgt Brick is level 9 and I am desperately working on upgrading her and maxing her out, and then I will need to start upgrading her individual abilities. At the moment, Iron Will and Battle Orders are my top two, and I kind of change them back and forth depending on whether I'm attacking the NPC base or real player base. So I am in the middle of upgrading a few things on my base, and basically it requires loot. So whenever I go in for a real player base, I'm always going in with my favorite combo of Hookah and of course Sgt Brick and Battle Orders. If you guys saw the video of the developers from Supercell, they do compare it with the speed serum, and that's exactly the first thought that I had even before I watched that video. I was like, whoa, that is definitely very, very similar to that speed serum that we saw on Mega Crab last fall. That happened actually during, was it during Halloween or was it the spring one? I can't quite remember, but I think that was earlier last year. So first, let's go ahead and check out this raid really quickly. Really super duper easy. I'm using the combo of Hookah and Sgt Brick with Battle Orders, and basically, you know, I'm able to get through most of the real player bases with minimum casualties these days. You know, 3 or 4 troops lost here and there, which is definitely not a lot. And overall, my whole strategy always has been that I want to make at least 3 times the resources that I'm going to lose if I am going to attack and lose majority of my troops. So basically, whatever I'm getting back in loot should be more worth 3 times more than the gold that it cost me to retrain the troops and attack the base. And definitely, this base here fits the description. Really easy to take down, and then we get the loot and we get to get going, and we're going to be taking a look at the task force operation. So I've been participating in every single TF attack since I guess in the last couple of days, and really what is most fascinating to me is to see which troops most of our players are using. And while most of the time you see the combos of like Zookas and Sgt Brick, or Zookas and Everspark, or Hookah Everspark, or Hookah Sgt Brick, with various combinations of the abilities, the ones that are most fascinating to me are of course the ones that are really difficult to execute, and that is of course the combination of Warriors and Sgt Brick. So let's take a look at this attack here by RKO. Strange Attractors is the base, and I want you to take a close look, and I'm going half the speed so you can take a look at everything that is happening on this base here. There are so many grapplers. Literally every single corner of the base is equipped with grapplers. So RKO is going to flare his warriors here, cover them up quite nicely. And the goal here is to take down a few of the strategic defenses. Now, if you guys can see, Sgt Brick is walking behind them at a bit slower pace, and that's what's really difficult about the combination of warriors with either Sgt Brick or Captain Everspark. Their speed is dramatically different, so if you want to keep these together, you really have to make sure that the flaring is on point, and also covering your troops up with the smoke is on point, which you will see that RKO here does a really fantastic job. However, as soon as the smoke screen is going to wear out and his warriors are going to still be covered, Sgt Brick is going to become totally incapacitated because she will get taken care of by those laser beams. And although they don't have a whole lot of effect on things like tanks and scorchers, they definitely take her out really quickly. So here the warriors are reflared, and he reflares them at the hot pot, which you know that you can't really take it down unless it's activated. So as soon as it's activated, the warriors are going to start working on that hot pot. And what an incredible takedown, guys. It is definitely a very difficult combination to you know, to use and really hard to execute. So let me know in comments below if you have been trying to use or have been successfully using a combination of Warriors with either Sgt Brick or Captain Eva Spark on your you know, in your attacks with your task force, because I'm really quite interested in seeing how many of you have attempted the combination, how many of you have mastered it, because I know that in our task force there are multiple people that are kind of still trying to figure it out and finding it really quite difficult. So I can't wait to show you maybe some of the additional attacks that we will soon have with that particular combination. And now this is the closing attack on Strange Attractors, the very same base that RKO just opened up with a combination of Warriors and Sgt Brick. So what's really cool about this, and once again, there are so many grapplers on this base, guys. Just take a look at their grapplers on the right, their grapples on the left, and there is a row of grapplers over along the wall of the base right over on the left hand side. So what he does here is he places his troops in such location that although they will be within the range of all of the grapplers over on the left and grappler above the HQ, above the power core at 1:30 p.m. It's really going to be a beautiful execution here. Sgt Brick gets totally taken out as she's so far away from the troops and within the range of all the defenses. And look at this beautiful takedown. There are so many things happening. There are rocket launchers going on. There are grapplers pulling the troops. There are mortars throwing in the cannonballs, and just so much going on. But Zookas are so powerful, and with just a little bit of GBE being used for shocks, this is a beautiful takedown. So great execution on it. And once again, on task force basis, it is really hard to keep your hero alive for a long time, because with everything that's happening on the base, there's just so little chance to keep the hero alive through the entire attack, unless of course you're just doing the finishing attack and your hero is placed directly behind all of the troops, and basically troops are soaking up the damage. So now let's go ahead and take a look at a high five here with Ken coming in and doing an attack. And what was really interesting about this one is, I mean, it's not a crazy combination, nothing is really out of the ordinary, except for the way that Ken walks up his troops to the final destination and the final takedown point. So instead of going through the left hand side and just kind of working through the boom cannons and a few of the mortars that remain in, he basically goes straight up and then goes diagonally and makes his beeline to the power core by smoking his troops into the corner and then taking care of the shock launcher and the mortars and the boom cannon there, and successfully taken down the base. So nothing really too crazy special about this. Captain Eva Spark is just popping out the little critters here and there and helping to, you know, to distract the defenses. But overall, just like I said, nothing too crazy about this one. I just thought that it was a really neat way of walking up the troops, and I probably would have done it a little differently, but then hey, we all have our own ways. And so the last attack that I wanted to show you here, guys, is the attack that just goes ahead and solidifies the idea that warriors with heroes are really difficult. And Argus, I'm sorry, I'm sure you're not going to be thrilled that I'm showing this off, but it is just to solidify the idea that that is a very difficult combination to master. So I really want to challenge myself and my task force to try and see if we can find that perfect balance and basically use that combo a bit more successfully, because it is just really insanely difficult. I myself am not a professional when it comes to taking down even, you know, NPC or real play bases with all warrior combos. Now, let alone when you throw them down on a task force base when there's so much going on and, you know, you have to take care of the troops, shocking things in time, spreading your GBE, keeping your hero alive. It is a very difficult task. So so this is the last attack for this video, where Argus attempted the use of the heroes and the warrior combo, and as you can see, he takes down a few defenses, but it's just really hard to get more than a few task force points in each and every attack. So guys, this will be it for this video. I will be checking in with you soon. I'm upgrading my hero and continuing to challenge myself in task force operations. So if you have any requests, go ahead and place them in comments below. I hope you enjoyed the awesome takedown of the first attack with the heroes and warriors. That was beautifully done, and let me know if you guys were able to master that combo. If you did, thumbs up to you. You're awesome. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody.